At that moment, I thought it was like the best photo I've ever taken, but like now, not very confident. Yeah, the tunnel kind of effect. Maybe the ISO or aperture, so that the background won't be too bright. I really like it.
Okay.
Because of the flowers and like high contrast. In the moment kind of effect and just the environment, I guess. The pose and like how close the camera is. The positioning of the subject and the angle of the camera.
Honestly, for my first picture, I think that's pretty good because I didn't know how to use ISO and aperture and the shutter speed. But honestly, I think it turned out pretty good. I understood what they meant and stuff, but I didn't know how to use it yet. I like how Zian's doing a funny pose, and like how he is like kind of making a funny face, and he's like jumping in the air like a kind of like a bird or something. And the filter is also pretty nice. I mean, I'm happy with it. Took a while, obviously, because it took us 2 sessions. But honestly, I like how like the marbles are scattered everywhere, and like Paul's like looking through the side like naturally, and I like how the marbles are focused and like Paul is like blurry. I think maybe next time if I were to take the shot again, it would be more in the afternoon, because I tried to like Photoshop like change the like kind of like the light, like the colors. It kind of looked not so natural. Like the differences is that there's different poses and how I use like objects and stuff to include in this picture. Like in the first picture, it was just silly picture of just a Zian jumping because we had no idea what to do. But in this picture, it was more detailed and more Photoshop included. How to be more creative, and also how to use this creativeness into this picture, like in this photo, and like poses and stuff, and like how to use the camera. I mean, I learned a lot over this time.
I like how Paul looks like a cactus. Well, because we just started, we didn't know much, so we're kind of trying anything. And then after we took multiple pictures, I found this one pretty good, so I chose that one. I could have centered it better, and like you can see the background, like there's a small piece that's not colored. I will stand more in the middle, so then you can see Paul, and he'll be in the middle of the picture. I think it looks better than the first one because we learned a little more about how to take good pictures and like how to frame it and how to like the rule of thirds and that kind of stuff. And then I tried to put everything that I knew into one picture. This one was not actually what I was going for. I was going for like my first favorite photo, which was like Paul looking the other way and him a little further back from the camera. But then I took this one and I liked it. The other one didn't take much skill. This one took more. Like throughout the unit, you taught us different things, and then I looked back at the old picture and I found out that I could have improved it by doing different doing different stuff, and I tried to put it into this one.
I feel like it's not really creative or original, but I do like the fact that I took it in WISS, but it looks like I didn't take it in WISS. I'll probably find a purpose to the photo, because when I went out taking the photo, I had no idea what we were supposed to do. So I just took random photos and thought it was fun as a joke. I like the photo. I wanted to do like a center dominant eye photo. So if you look closely, you can see that I had Charles turn his head left, and so his right eye would be in the middle of the photo. So it kind of create like a feeling that his eye was like following you. Well, I like the fact that whenever I look at it, it kind of reminds me of 13 Reasons Why. Well, that kind of shows me that I succeeded in like capturing a certain emotion. Yeah. Well, I learned how to use like the different settings on the camera. I learned about, I guess, different poses and techniques.
I think it is overall good, but not as good as I was expecting it to be, because my aim was to keep a clear, sharp outline of both faces of Pol and Zian, but only turns out Pol's face had a very sharp outline and Zian did not. I think it would be probably the light source that was used around that area. I should have used a reflector, for example, or I should have also, for example, ate more and took in my time to have completed both of their those two men's faces. I felt more proud of myself. I followed my planning, my sketches as well of my vision that I wanted, the theme and the messages that I wanted to give out. And I knew what I was doing at the right time, with the right light source, with the right equipment. Showing a very sad expression of worry on what she wants to do when she's older, because on some teenagers' minds, they're thinking of what they want to be when they are older, the risks that they might go through. When I told her what I was looking for, she immediately at that moment did it, and it was done. So I was happy. I was lucky to have her. First photo, I was like, oh my God, I have a camera. I love cameras. And then I got over excited and I did random stuff. But here I definitely knew what I wanted to do. Even the vintage looking colors on it, the message, the main idea.
It was like the first picture I took for like media. It's not really what I was looking for. Like, I guess it was the beginning, so like we were all just taking like random pictures and trying like to make them clear, just to like make sure that you were happy making the pictures clear. So like I just took this one and I thought that it was like the best one I took, because like the others were like or blurry or too dark or too bright. So then I decided that like that was the best one. I mean, I would change the place, because like to do it in the cafe, there's a lot of like different colors and all this stuff, and I don't really like it. And like now that I'm like a bit better taking pictures, I'd rather do it in black and white than not like showing all the colors. So like I would basically change that. I mean, it feels different than like the first one I took. As we can see, I did like a lot of process, like change it to black and white. Like a part of it was the camera, but like in Photoshop, I also did like some stuff. Not like in the first one, I barely didn't change anything. I also changed the place. And like I could change like the ISO, the aperture, and like all this stuff like better than before. So like I think it looks better than the other one. Just a part like I also like this type of pictures and not the other one. So like I was looking for like a sad face kinda. So then like with black and white it kinda shows like a bit of sadness and maybe it can show a message. So that was basically what I was looking for. Like the place maybe didn't matter, or maybe did, because like maybe the environment would change. And you know, I was kind of aiming for that. How to use the camera better, like the settings and all this stuff. How to place the camera and how far or how close should I take it. Also how to like zoom in something, not just like make everything blurry or like everything clear. Also how to use Photoshop. It kind of changed a little bit, even though I didn't use it in this one. But yeah.
It's a little bit simple. Like it's not what I would like do today. Like it's my style of pictures definitely changed. I don't know. It feels like empty. I like how it's like the focusing is really nice. And like it's not too dark, not too bright. Maybe a little bit too bright, but and also like the depth. But yeah. I'm pleased with it. It's really nice, I think. It's way more like interesting than the other photo, in my opinion. It has more like, I don't know, like not story. It has more like a kind of feeling of like peacefulness. Yeah, like it just looks better as well. I really wanted to get that kind of dreamy, calm kind of look to the photo. And like I wanted to have like also like different like shadows. And like I think I achieved that with this photo. The first photo is, for me, it just looks like just a normal like plain photo. But like that one, my like latest one, it has more of like an interesting background, and it looks better than the other one because probably after all the training. And yeah, the first one is worse than the latest one.
It is really bad. The lighting, it is too bright. Like the side of the subject is like so white here and everywhere. And like the position where the subject is in the picture, it's not in the center, it's not on the side, it's just like somewhere between, like not in the middle. Like it's unsatisfying to see it. I think that it is pretty good comparing to my first photo taken in this media class. But it's not really what I'm looking for. I was looking for like the eyes should be aligned, the nose and the mouth should be perfectly aligned, and the same lighting to both faces. And it's, as you can see in the picture, Oliver's face is brighter than Amelia's. I think that the creativity of the picture
like I'm a boring person. Like if I take a picture, I just like take a picture of a normal thing, and yeah, I came up with this. So to be more creative, because like seeing my first photo was like really bad, and I wanted to like step up my game. You know? Yeah, and yeah.
Perfection, decision, vision, aim,
Creativeness.
creativity, passion.
The ability to capture an emotion or tell a story.
I think the whole setup of when taking a picture, knowing where you want to aim.
A clear subject. Yeah.
To have the person in focus or the object you're trying to find.
Is it, for example, using the butterfly light method, where you just have like the stark shadows under the eyes and at the nose?
I think the lighting of the photo, because you will need to be able to see the subject's face, the emotion that it's giving you, and also the pose. Yeah.
Or is it like a side shadow where you have half of the face dark and half of this face lit up?
Good lighting, obviously. Some like feeling to the photo. Also like the model is also very important. Like the face that they're doing also impacts the picture itself. And like, yeah, framing. Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically just having a clear, strict mind.
For me, the key is to make it in black and white. Like, that's the thing I like about the camera. Make it in black and white. Like in color, I don't really like it because there may be like many different colors, and I don't really like it to make it vivid. I want it like dark.